Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
Liverpool versus Leicester is not the only big game this weekend, is it? We've, of course, got Spurs versus Manchester City. Smithy versus Kyle Walker. I'm already excited for this segment. We're going to start by talking about Spurs, Smithy, as well, because some of their players had an absolute belter of an international break, none more so than Gareth Bale, who is, of course, involved in their 3-1 victory over Finland. A lot of people getting a little bit excited about Gareth Bale on Spurs Twitter. The Spurs Express said Gareth Bale has tested positive for being the best winger in the Premier League. Ellis, very rightly so, said he's not showing any symptoms though. 88,000 likes on that tweet from Ellis. In all seriousness though, Kyle, you're coming up against him this weekend. How worried are you about facing Gareth Bale, or are you kind of thinking he's not what he once was?
Oh, nobody can say that. I think Gareth Bale, if you look at what he's actually achieved in his career, it's incredible. So, yeah, if he plays, if he makes an appearance, then he's definitely going to give the defence some troubles. It's been quite well documented that City have had defensive troubles over the years. But actually, if you're looking at it now, Kyle Walker, he's been in the form of his life, probably having the best season of his career to date. You've obviously got Ruben Diaz and Laporte in the middle, and then whoever they decide to interchange at left-back position. They like to chop and change that at times. I think we'll be fine with Gareth Bale. We'll be able to contain him. Fingers crossed.
It's Kyle Walker saying that Kyle Walker's in the form of his life there. That's so bizarre.
So good.
Chunkz, would you start Bale on the weekend coming into this game, or would you not go for him?
I don't know. I just prefer playing Lucas Moura and then bringing on Bale. I really like Lucas Moura. I feel like he doesn't get enough respect as he should anyway, because he's just that kind of player. Just that, we've seen him in the Champions League last or 2 years ago. I just really took a liking to him. So I think that they should just start with Lucas and then maybe bring on Bale, because they're still implementing, bringing him into the squad. I think he needs to find his feet first. So to just randomly start him, I don't think it's fair. But he definitely needs to get minutes against Man City. But I would love to see what happens, man. I reckon it can go either way. I would have been more confident in City getting the result maybe 2 seasons ago, but everything's changed now, man. Tottenham's playing well. So yeah, I'd love to see what happens.
What was that, Chunkz? Tottenham's playing well, everything's changed. Just repeat that, would you?
Bro, the thing is, I could just sit here and lie and say, yeah, they're rubbish, but the truth is they're good, bro. I don't like to say it, but it's the truth.
It's a fair point you make as well. It'll be interesting to see who starts out of Bale and Moura. Another player we've got to talk about is HeungMin's sons, because this was a big story in the week. A big COVID outbreak in the South Korean squad, with 10 of their players and representatives testing positive for COVID-19. So a lot of Spurs fans were sweating on the update of HeungMin's son when he was away captaining his nation during the international break. But this was revealed yesterday. Spurs Express tweeting that HeungMin's son has returned 2 negative COVID-19 tests since returning from international duty. So following the 2 negative tests, he was also seen at the training ground. We would expect that he is available to play against Man City. Jose was also asked that in the press conference. So it looks like the Premier League Player of the Month will be playing. Kyle, how concerned are you about this? Because he's a little bit of a bogeyman, isn't he, for Man City? He has scored some famous goals, a lot of goals against Man City in his time.
We talked before about me giving out some bad vibes for Liverpool players. I've been doing the same for Son this week as well, and it's obviously not worked. So, I mean, come on. He's, again, what a player. He's absolutely class. He's got the skill and the ability to change a game and to cause so many different defences, so many issues. His link-up play with Harry Kane as just, that's the one that I'm actually worried about today. We talked about Gareth Bale. I think it's going to be Son and Harry Kane that's going to give us the most issues. They've just seemed to have connected on a different level this season. So he is a bogeyman. Will he score today? Will he assist today? Probably.
Yeah, he's
interesting as well. It's also 1 year since Jose Mourinho took charge of Tottenham Hotspur, isn't it? He's really started to find some form again in the dugout, but also on his Instagram. So much so that he started giving tips out on the Spurs YouTube channel about how you at home can improve your game too.
Take your followers on a journey. Engage your audience. Keep it fresh. Embrace the moment. Be real in good times and bad times. Emphasize your points. Be authentic.
Love
the
that.
authentic there.
Brilliant.
Chunkz, how many of those tips are you taking on board?
None of them, bro. I'm doing very well on Instagram. I don't know what's he talking about. I'm not listening. He lost it. If it was now Mikel Arteta saying that, I'll follow it. I think I'll do all the tips. But yeah, not listening to Jose.
So you're not having Jose Mourinho's Instagram at all, then, Chunkz?
No. I'm joking. He knows what he's doing on Instagram. He's definitely the best manager on Instagram. I don't even know a manager were on Instagram, but when I saw Jose's post with the popcorn, I loved it. So respect to him, but yeah, keep your tips to yourself. I'm a social media influencer.
Right, let's get back to the serious stuff then, because like I said, 1 year since Jose took over, Carl, if you were sort of grading him and you're a school teacher, what grade would you give him for the last 12 months as Tottenham manager?
Are we doing the new style GCSE 1 to 10? Are we doing A, B, C?
No, we're doing A, B, C, D.
Or F in my case for school. All right, what we talking about? I'm gonna say a B. A B. He's not quite an A just yet. Has he got the possibility to improve? 100%, and I think he will. He seems to be really finding his own at the club. I think, obviously, previous spells, Manchester United, second spell Chelsea and stuff like that. I feel like we could possibly see another stint of prime Jose, this time being at Tottenham.
Oh, he sounded like a school teacher then, didn't he? B with room for improvement. He sounded just like my former geography teacher there. Love that. The match, as it often does, Carl, being billed as Jose against Pep, it is 44 major trophies between them. And today is their 24th meeting between the two. Both men have faced each other more than anyone else in their managerial career. We've spoken about Jose. Got to talk about Pep because massive news coming out of City this week. Manchester City tweeting, the journey continues. If you don't know what that means, where have you been this week? It means that he signed a new 2-year deal with the club, which now runs to the summer of 2023. It will be 7 years since his arrival in 2016, if he stays until 2023. 8 major trophies. Carl, I'm not going to ask you if you're buzzing, because you must be buzzing about that. What I am going to ask you is, were you a bit surprised, given his longevity at previous clubs, that he has committed?
Yes, I was surprised because there's been so much talk about him that he's downplayed every single time. Whether he was linked with the Juve job, he said, I'm staying here. Whether he's linked with moving away, he said, I'm staying here. I've got everything at this club for me to stay at Manchester City. And we're now seeing that he's really a man of his word. He signed that new 2-year contract, taking him until 2023. And if he stays the full course of that, he'll be one of Manchester City's longest serving managers. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves, because people will talk about Chunkz laughing there. He's not Arsene Wenger, right? He's not stayed as long as Wenger. Okay, I get that. But look at what he's managed to achieve. And if he does stay until 2023, well, a lot of people who questioned him, a lot of people who said he's only come in for a few years, he's only come in to win the Champions League, that is on his list. And will he be able to do it in the next 2 years? Who knows? But if he does stay until 2023, he will go down as one of, if not the best manager that Manchester City have ever had.
Oh, okay, like that. Chunkz, and of course, when we talk Pep Guardiola, you know the question I'm going to ask. We've got to talk Lionel Messi, because everyone on social saying, announce Messi, it's going to happen as soon as Pep signed the contract. But Pep Guardiola came out with some strong quotes in the week. So this is from Pep Guardiola saying, I want him to finish his career there. This is what I want. As a Barca fan, I would like for Leo to finish there. So, Chunkz, do we see a day when Messi is in a Man City shirt, or do these quotes put that rumour to bed? How do you see that?
I think that's layman terms for we don't have the budget, because Messi is too much money. So they don't want to blow the whole financial system. I reckon that will get Man City in a whole new hot water. So he's just looking at his budget and said, yeah, we can't afford him. Move on. Messi's too expensive. I don't know why people keep thinking it's possible. It's not as easy as just grabbing him and putting him in the Premier League. Who's going to pay the billions or whatever it's going to cost, you know what I mean, to maintain him? I don't think we're going to see it, man. I generally don't think we're going to see it. No, we're not going to see that.